Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Hi, we're with Robin Krupansky. Is that right?
Yep, Robin Kapansky.
And we're going to talk about some of the challenges that she has witnessed in her district.
Okay.
Start talking about that.
Okay. Well, I am from Virginia, and not my district, but a neighboring district. Portsmouth is the famous case where the 6-year-old brought in a firearm and shot the teacher,
Yes.
and there's a huge lawsuit and stuff. So I was just talking about these guys down here. They're talking about gun detection and how much it doesn't cost much. And I said, unfortunately, I think that might be something we should consider because it's needed even at an elementary level.
Right. So when we talk about early warning systems and putting systems in, anything that can give us even 30 seconds, right? So if we talk about the Nashville school shooting last year, there was like 30 seconds or 40 seconds where if they had had gun detection in place, they could have done the lockdowns much sooner and so forth. And it's just, what do we do once we get those notifications? And that's, I think, what we were talking about a little bit is what sort of scares you and bringing people up to speed, training them and them understanding what to do. And we're talking about obstacles, the time, the staffing, and so forth. What are you seeing there?
Well, I mean, I think it is essential that they do become trained, and it is a reality now. And I mean, like I said before, you do have to make that time as a district, as a school, as an educator, just to be aware and what is the protocol if this happened, what's the proper response, what is data driven to be the best response for certain situations.
Right.
And then we do need to have additional personnel hired to, like when I was saying, like I was talking to that booth about the firearm detection, we need people who actively monitor systems and are there
Right.
to support in
Right.
crisis.
So they actually have people who monitor for you, right?
Kind of.
Yeah.
I mean, they have video cameras, but nobody sits there and watches it.
These guys do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you bought their service, that would come with that, right? But most schools don't do that. But getting back to having those protocols and understanding that, we've talked several times on the podcast about um, the educators not having that expertise and not having the time and the staff to do that. So what position do you hold in the school?
Tech integrator.
So,
Technology integrator.
yeah. So, how does your school get people mandates and requirements?
It's usually, I mean, it depends if it's district driven or school driven, but usually the information always is disseminated by the school admin team.
Uh-huh.
And there's timelines put in place or asynchronous work should be trained.
So we're talking about policy. We're talking about calendars, schedules, budgeting. These are all things that need to be put into place so that you get what you need, your teachers, your admin staff, your building staff, they all get that expertise. This is in school safety. That's something that is very near and dear to me. This is not something we learn overnight. It's something that we have to do in a gradual process, just like learning, just like everything else we do to gain experience. Now, we can help you with that, but we can't create technology that's going to say, okay, press this button and you're done. And we just can't do that. And I think you're right. I think we need to look at giving people the incentive to do this, and that's policy, budgets, making sure schedules, making sure we have the systems that can integrate, and I think technology can help with transferring some of that expertise to the people.
Absolutely.
Okay.